former president is facing yet another legal challenge of his own in federal court. Today, California Congressman and former impeachment manager Eric Swalwell filed a lawsuit against President Trump, his son Donald Trump Jr., plus Rudy Giuliani and the Alabama Congressman Mo Brooks, all for their alleged roles in the Capitol riots. A civil suit alleges conspiracy to violate civil rights, plus negligence, inciting a riot and inflicting emotional distress. In response, a spokesman for the former president called Congressman Swalwell a lowlife with no credibility. NBC's justice correspondent Pete Williams is with us now. Pete, what's the significance of this civil suit?
Well, certainly more trouble for the president, Shep. This one basically takes the House impeachment article over the Capitol riot and turns it into a federal civil lawsuit. It says that the siege was a direct and foreseeable consequence of the months of claims by Mr. Trump and the others in the lawsuit that the election was stolen. They all spoke at the rally, all those who were sued before the riot, and the lawsuit says they whipped up the crowd for violence. Like a similar lawsuit filed last month by Congressman Benny Thompson of Mississippi and the NAACP, this one also invokes a federal civil rights law that allows lawsuits against government officials for claims that they conspired to violate civil rights. So Swalwell's lawsuit says that Trump began accusing Democrats of trying to steal the election well before the voting began. It says after the votes were tabulated, he and the others named in the suit conspired to undermine confidence in the results.
Pete, cops arrested a former State Department aide, one from the Trump administration, in connection with the insurrection. What do you know about that arrest?
Right. His name is Federico Klein. He worked on the Trump campaign. He was then appointed to a low-level political job at the State Department. He's accused of repeatedly battling with Capitol Police and Washington, D.C. police during the riot. He actually resigned from the State Department January 19th, so he was still a federal employee on the day of the siege. The charges say he assaulted the police with a plastic shield. Two people who knew him contacted the FBI after seeing his picture. He now faces 6 charges, including 2 serious felonies.
Pete Williams, live in Washington. Thank you. Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.